we're in the
Hello from
Waymo.
Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips. This experience may feel futuristic, but the need to buckle up is the same as always.
We have to buckle
So
up.
keep your seatbelt fastened, please, anytime. In the rare case of an emergency, please keep your seatbelt fastened and remain in the car unless there's an urgent need to exit. Rider support will connect with you and provide assistance. Finally, relax and thank you for riding with us.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dominique. This is Exist for Travel. Today we're in San Francisco. I'm going to take you along for a ride in Waymo. I explored different areas, took several rides. I hope you guys sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, it can detect everyone.
Everyone, any possible dangers.
Yes.
I am in the wonderful city of San Francisco. I'm in my home state, California. This is where I was born and raised, and I love being in the state of California. But San Francisco is definitely one of my favorite cities in California. I have so many cities that I really like, but this is definitely on the top list of my favorite cities in California. So if you have not visited San Francisco, what are you waiting for? That's what I have to say. It's vibrant, it's diverse. Even if you go a little bit outside of the area, yesterday I was in Richmond. The trip before this, we spent some time also near Pixar. So we were over there in that area and kind of stayed there as well. So that's what I like about cities like this is that you can really kind of visit different areas and get totally different vibes. So let's talk a little bit about the Waymo passenger experience. Basically, being a backseat rider because you're not able, of course, to tell the driver how to drive. So you're going to notice with this video, I did not use any type of video stabilizer. I actually wanted you to see the movement in the Waymo because I do want to talk a little bit about that. So one thing, I drove this Waymo before in a previous trip to San Francisco. I drove in it, should I say, and we did it with our friends. And then at this trip, I did it with one of my students and friend, Tina. So in some of the rides, you'll see that she's in the vehicle, and then some rides I did solo by myself. Because part of my trip was also being in the city by myself. And what a beautiful city it is. Again, I want to say that. One thing about California in general is the scenery, the green, the parks, the outdoor living. I really miss that a lot, but it's so beautiful to see it when you're visiting San Francisco. I mean, you definitely see people walking, running, taking their dogs out, having picnics. It's such a beautiful city and state to be in. And with the Waymo, what's great is that, first of all, Waymo has some very soothing music to settle you down as soon as you get in the vehicle. You can change the music, of course, but it also allows you to just sit back and just look at the views. And that's what we're showing in this video today. But one thing about the experience is you can see I'm moving a lot, right? There's a lot of movement here. I personally don't get car sick, but my student Tina, she definitely did feel a little sickly, not terribly. I mean, she was fine, but it was a little bit of an issue for her, this constant movement, jerking. Because one thing with the Waymo, it's not, I would say, a smooth drive, right? There are when we're just driving here, it's perfectly fine. But sometimes the abruptness of the movement and how sharp it can be and how basically mechanical basically it could be, you do sense some sudden movements, right? And that can be a little difficult if you get car sick very easily, I probably would advise you to only try Waymo for a very short ride because it does move with some jerkings, lots of movement. So you do want to keep that in consideration. And if you are a nervous type of person or you get anxiety about driving, don't use Waymo, right? If you already feel this way, I don't think that this experience would be for you, for sure. Um, we had a few situations, nothing major. These are just little minor things if I had to pick a few things. So, um, one of the things was that you do have to pay attention to which side Waymo might be on and waiting, and might even be around the corner if you're in front of a building. So definitely walk around because when the app tells you the vehicle is there waiting for only like 5 minutes or so, you have to be able to move quickly to get to the vehicle, right? So you do kind of want to pay attention and keep your eyes out for Waymo to see what side of the street it might be on. And in one particular case, I didn't see it at all. And it said it was there. I just happened to walk around the corner and there it was. So that part you definitely want to keep, pay attention to that as well. And the other thing with the driving experience, sometimes you feel that, oh my gosh, does the Waymo see this person or this bike or whatever it is? And you see this as we're driving around, that there are times when a bike or scooter or something is pretty close, but it does a pretty good job. But again, if you have anxiety, this ride might not be for you. I definitely want to say that. So we're driving around today. As you can see, the neighborhoods are changing, right? Because I went all over the place. What exists for travel, I love going to local areas where locals go. Yes, I do the tourist things also, but part of me traveling is purposely seeking out areas. Where people go that might not be something that's very popular for tourists necessarily, right? So I'm always seeking out different types of places. And I love driving. I am a driver. I'm like my dad with where that's concerned. He was a driver. He loved driving. He even drove across the country many times and through Belize from Los Angeles. And my father, after he retired, actually also was a taxi driver. So I definitely have that part of the driving in me. So if you like driving and you like sitting back and just seeing the scenery, take a Waymo ride. It's a good experience. I enjoyed it. But again, I don't think it's for everyone. So I do want to say that. Um, are there possible dangers with this? Yeah, I could definitely see that. We almost got into an accident because a human was not, I say that a human, was not paying attention to Waymo moving and almost hit us. I mean, really close. That was one of the times when the Waymo really jerked so suddenly that we almost thought, did we get hit just now? But then we didn't. But it was that abrupt and really kind of a little bit concerning. We both were like, oh my gosh, we're going to get in an accident inside of this Waymo. Thankfully, we didn't. So Tina and I were like, oh, okay, we're good, we're safe. But it did make us a little alert and paying attention. I was videotaping a lot of our rides. So if anything did happen, I probably would have had it on video. But thankfully, nothing major happened. So that was really, I was really grateful for that. And again, I kept riding it even after a couple little issues there. We did get honk at. So I will say that. And that was because Waymo will pick you up anywhere. I mean, it will like almost like parallel park at with ongoing traffic and just wait for you. So we had a couple times that Waymo did not pull over properly in a space. And I think it's kind of illegal, but who's going to give it a ticket, right? So, so that part,
Don't forget your
I
phone,
could see why we
keys,
get
or
honked.
wallet.
And someone actually gave us the finger as well. I didn't see it. Tina saw it. And I was like, what was that about? We don't know why. Maybe they just don't like Waymo. They had a bad experience. I don't know. Um, So that was kind of funny also. And yeah, so that's it. Look at this. Look at this view, guys. I literally was driving to this cafe and I just saw the ocean and I just love seeing the water. I'm a traveler that always seeks water. And if there is water anywhere I go, I'm definitely looking for it. So that was really, it's really beautiful. It's great. All right. So there's Waymo figuring out, how to get over and everything. Again, I definitely think the experience as a passenger um, can be fun and can be good. But again, you really do need to make sure that you are not a person that gets anxious or nervous easily, because I do think realistically that this might not be for you if you feel that way. So, be cautious about whether or not you take this or not. All right, let's continue to go through San Francisco area. San Francisco has wonderful architecture, um, and you can really see that as you pass through different neighborhoods and really appreciate it. And of course, the beautiful parks like what you can see here as well. So that part is really good about San Francisco. If you like architecture, then I think you definitely will love visiting the area if you haven't visited before. Um, I think that would be visually a really great experience. Also, the weather. California weather is really nice. One of the things that Tina just mentioned too about California is that she loves the weather and she really enjoyed being able to take in the beauty of it all and also walk. Look at this. This is one of those, San Francisco's known for the steep hills. This is one that we're on right now that you can kind of see here. So Waymo has to do a lot of maneuvering just like any other driver when we're driving. So um, this part here, as you can see here coming up, we have someone trying to do some parallel parking, and Waymo is going to try to figure out here when it can go and when it can't go. Because again, you never know what someone's going to do. So Waymo's being very cautious here. As you can see, the person is out of the vehicle trying to direct the person to get into the parallel parking. Look, I'm a good driver, but I'm not a great parallel parker. So I completely understand, but this is a whole little thing here. So I'm just sitting back in the car watching Waymo to make sure that it can maneuver all of this. And you can see it here on the screen. So yeah, the lady is there trying to direct him. At one point, she's even telling him how to turn the wheel. A little entertainment there. But Waymo sees, okay, I can go, and kind of very safely goes around that whole situation. All right, let's continue our drive. And you will be able to see when I actually needed to press the help button. Totally unexpected. I did have to do that. First time I've ever had to press help in a Waymo vehicle. So we're going to see that soon. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet and you like content like this, I encourage you to join our community. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and put in the comments if you have taken a Waymo car ride, sorry, and let me know how you felt about it. What's your opinion? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's just so-so? Put in the comments and share so everyone else can see different opinions about the experience. Okay, so I'm in another Waymo, but this one kept going in reverse right next to another driver, and she was blowing the horn, and I didn't know if this was gonna hit it or not, but it did stop, but I don't know why it was going in reverse like that. So I'm driving it now, and I'm hoping that it doesn't have any type of malfunctions, but that just happened. So that was kind of weird to see that. So I'm really watching this Waymo very, very closely right now to make sure it doesn't do anything suspicious. Don't worry, my seatbelt is always on, so I am safe. And now this car is stalled here. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here because it's a little congested and a little unsafe. Now there's Amazon here. So let's see what Waymo is going to do. Oh boy. So it's going to try to bypass this one. So according to this, after the car, this other car, maybe he'll be able to do it. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, according to this, should be able to bypass it after this other car moves up. Let's see if we can do it safely. Can't because that car hasn't moved. Now, up, we have another car. Yeah, and now we're getting honked from the back, from the rear. I don't know if Waymo can hear honking. Okay, so that car is moving so Waymo can get past, which was really nice. I actually waved at the guy. They're like, yeah, thanks. Let's help Waymo out a little bit here. Wow, that was kind of tight there. But we made it.
Almost there. Don't forget your phone, keys, or wallet.
Hello?
Connected to rider support. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Hi, Dominic. This is May with Waymo. How can I help you?
Hi, I can't get out the vehicle. I pulled the door twice, but it won't open.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you're unable to exit from the car. Yeah, let me see what I can do here.
Okay.
By the way, you mentioned earlier that you have already pulled the door handle twice. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Can you try the other side or the other door? Can you
Oh.
pull the door handle twice once again?
Okay, let me try
On the
that.
other corner?
Let's see.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that works. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
That's good for now. You're very much welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for your time as well and for riding with Waymo. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.